Talkies.
Woohoo! It is Thursday, November 7th. You're listening to TinselTown Talkies. Pimo, what's going on? Okay, I think Pimo thinks he's Eminem from College Football Thursdays. No, not happening. Lose the eyes. You are listening again to Tinseltown Talkies on Rant Radio
Did you?
Network.
You didn't watch that, did you?
No, but I heard about it and I saw a quick clip of it.
Oh, it was it was pretty
I
funny.
can't sit and watch college football. It's just
No,
not my
it's
thing.
it's not about the college football part of it. It was what he did on the show. It's like you're here with Brent Musburger and Kirk Herbstreit, two huge names in college football.
And he's just completely
And
zoned
he's-
out.
And
Maybe he really was.
maybe he was promoting his new album, but I guess anything to get publicity.
Absolutely.
You know?
That's what everybody does nowadays. Hello.
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus.
Well, we'll talk about Miley Cyrus in a bit, but welcome to TinselTown Talkies. We're on the again. We're back after 2 weeks.
I know.
I miss you.
I did too. How was your Halloween?
It was fun, I guess. I mean,
I went to where all the crazies go. I was in West Hollywood.
well,
West Ho.
I relaxed at home. That weekend before, though, I went to a Halloween party dressed up as Walter White.
Are we surprised?
Well, here's what's funny though. I mean, I wore the yellow, biohazard waist suit, whatever. And I walk into this house party.
Which, by the way, I saw a lot in West Hollywood.
yeah,
It's ridiculous.
yeah. So I walk into this house party, and everyone's asking me, "What are you dressed as, a fireman?"
You're kidding.
Like no one there had
Who
watched the
are you
show.
hanging out with?
Well, apparently at this place, no one ever watched Breaking Bad, so they had no idea what I was
Ooh,
wearing.
they're not cool enough to hang.
I guess not.
Not cool.
Speaking of epic shows, let's talk about an epic movie.
Yes, one of our favorites, actually.
Well,
Right?
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So Star Wars is coming out,
In
and it's
2015.
got the original cast:
Yes.
Mike Harrison Ford,
Yes.
Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher. Love those guys.
Yeah, and I even think Billy D. Williams will have a role in it.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
And they finally released a release date, so it's looking like December 18th, 2015, which is awesome. That's the day of my mom's birthday.
Nice.
So we'll take her to see Star Wars.
Excellent.
But they're also casting.
They are
right now.
casting right
J.J.
now.
Abrams is the director.
They are.
And-
Are you going to try out for like the young Princess Leia?
Yeah, like could we like? Yeah, I think I could look like
You
her.
could pull
if
off the
you did some, like-
Cinnabon, whatever.
Yeah, they're actually looking for a young Rachel. I heard.
Really?
But do I look 17?
Yeah.
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 Oh, Pimo. This is why I host this show with you. So, anyways, I think they are casting right now for someone, a young female who looks 17 and a male between the ages of 19 to 23. But they're in the UK doing that. So, if you're in the UK right now and you're listening to our show, you may have an opportunity to audition for Star Wars with J.J. Abrams, and that is going to be epic.
I know what I'm going to audition for if I try out.
Darth Vader.
No, oh no. Darth Vader's too cool for me.
Who would you audition?
Jabba the Hutt. That's me.
We'd have to paint you like
You
a
sure?
lot.
I think I pull off right now as it is, right?
You're hilarious. So Star Wars should be fun,
Yes.
right? I think everyone
Well,
will be
I
looking forward
have
to
mixed
that.
feelings about it because, I mean, you
Why,
can't.
Pimo? Why?
Well, obviously you can't go wrong with episodes 4, 5, and 6. I mean, those three, the original three were just genius.
Right.
But you look at episodes 1, 2, and 3, and I mean, it just didn't have
Which
the same.
confused me, by the way, because they came out later, so it really took me a while to figure out what was going on.
Yeah,
with
because they
everything.
started the middle, went backwards,
Right.
and now they're
And
jumping
gonna
all the way
fin-
to the other
ending,
side.
right?
Yeah,
Or is it
yeah.
the beginning if you think about it?
Well, it kind of is a beginning one way because Darth Vader's now dead.
Right.
Right? I mean, at the end of episode 6, and this is not. Everybody knows this is not a giveaway. This is not a spoiler alert. Darth Vader dies in
Spoiler.
I mean, this is a 30-year-old film at this point. If you didn't watch this film in 30 years, you don't deserve to be a spoiler alert.
No,
you know,
not at all.
Yeah. So no. So Darth Vader's dead in episode 6. So now we have episode 7. So I guess this is what happens after,
I think so.
right?
Right.
And that's why you have the original cast. Like this is what what happens. And there is now actually a series of books that goes all into how the story happens after.
Have you read any of them?
I read a few of them.
I don't know if I could read.
I actually the most recent one I read is called The Courtship of Princess Leia.
Oh.
It's when Han Solo had married
Hannah.
Han Solo had married Princess Leia. They finally got married.
Oh,
Which they weren't married at the end of episode 6, and this will not be a movie, I don't think, because this is after episode 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
the
that's
next-
something to watch out for.
Yeah.
I'm just excited. I mean, I think it's going to be so neat to see Harrison Ford back in Star Wars.
You're a Harrison Ford fan, huh?
I'm a big Harrison Ford fan. Yes.
What's your favorite Harrison Ford movie besides Star Wars?
Of course, I love all the Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
movies.
nice answer. Nice answer.
Those are like the best.
Nice answer.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, God, Indy Jones. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Well, there's a lot of other stuff happening in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So Star Wars, keep your eyes out for that. Now, let me tell you, I have to say, I think it is so crazy for these poor celebrities. Every little thing they do, the media follows them. Jennifer Aniston gets a haircut, and it's like, oh my God. It's all over like Twitter and all over the feed. So apparently she just cut her hair really, really short. Some people are saying the Brazilian blowout didn't go so well. That's why. But according to her, she just wanted to do something new, and she loves change, and she's happy with that. And I think we have a picture of her new haircut.
And I haven't actually seen it yet. So
You haven't?
I have not seen it.
Oh, check this out.
I'm
I think she looks cute.
Looks like John Bon Jovi.
You're so mean.
I'm
Ouch.
serious. It looks like
Ouch.
This the whole that specific photo is not very endearing to her.
Well,
I
I don't
mean,
know. I like Jen. I think she's adorable, and
she's a beautiful lady. Just I that photo, she looks mean. She looks like
probably just had a good shot of her. She's walking somewhere, and they just clicked it. I think this was from E! Online.
Yeah, well, E Entertainment. Whatever.
Hey, no bashing here.
Okay, I'll keep my mouth
They do
shut.
provide our entertainment news. So, well, anyways, that's her new haircut, and good luck to Jenna. It'll grow out.
So I got
think she
I got a
looks great.
question. I was online, and I see another Jennifer Lawrence got a pixie cut. So my question is, what the heck is a pixie cut? Do you know what a pixie cut is?
No, but isn't that like super short hair?
I have. How would I know?
I don't know.
I mean, hey,
Google
look,
it. Google it. We got a computer
I have no
right
hair
here.
myself. How would I
Yeah,
know?
You are so right. So let me show you a picture. Pixie cut.
Pixie cut. I mean, it's
It's
just.
probably like super short.
Well, I don't know. I think it might be. I'm gonna hypothesize that it's not short at all.
Yes, it is.
God darn it.
Ha! So it's like super short. Look at that picture right there. That's a pixie cut. It's just like you just have enough hair resting on your head.
Isn't that kind of what Anne Hathaway did for
Yes.
Les Mis? When she
Yes.
did Les Mis? Oh.
Yes. Oh, see, there you go.
Oh. Is that our friend? Who's that? She looks
Rihanna.
familiar. Yeah, Rihanna, right? Yeah.
See, it
What-
suits her.
What do you think about Rihanna? Do you like her music?
I do like
We're drifting
Rihanna.
here
I think
now,
she's
but-
talented. Wait, well, I don't want to drift to Rihanna. I want to talk about Miley Cyrus real quick.
Oh, here we
because
go.
apparently, I'm going to jump back to last week when it was Halloween. Do you know that the Miley Cyrus costume was the most popular costume around the world? Not in the U.S., around the world.
That's intriguing to me. And what was more intriguing to me were some of the people who wore the
Celebrities
costume.
even dressed
Yes.
up. We have a picture of that. Let's put that up. It's of Miley
who
Cyrus.
did
It
you
was
get?
from the MTV Awards, I think.
Well, who did?
Look at so that's the costume, and apparently, I mean, it was popular. In fact, one of the guys from One Direction even dressed up in a Miley Cyrus costume.
Really?
Yeah, I read somewhere that Miley Cyrus, that was her favorite.
Wow.
There you go, she's twerking it. Look at that.
Okay.
Would you
if
wear that? I saw some men in that costume. Would you wear that?
I would not wear that because actually, maybe I would just to end the fad.
Look at all this. Oh my God! I heard the foam finger has become so huge too, thanks to Miley.
Wow.
You know her concert's coming out, so
Yeah.
tickets are going to be on sale November 16th.
Her dad must be proud.
Whatever floats. Hey, are you a hater?
No, I'm not hating. I'm just stating.
I'm a fan of everything she's doing, but I gotta say, the girl's got guts, and she's like another Lady Gaga, I think. She just tries to stand out, be herself. She's saying she's being herself. That's who she is. And
Can we talk about Lady Gaga right now?
okay, let's talk about Lady Gaga.
So apparently she's gonna be singing in space.
What?
Ooh, floating.
What does that
singing.
mean?
Well,
What does that mean?
let me backtrack.
Like seriously, she's gonna like go up in a
Yes,
space shuttle?
yes.
Yeah, right.
So the story is,
I know what the
there's
story is.
there's something going on in New Mexico that's going to be anti-gravity related.
They're building a stage as part of a festival.
Exactly, and apparently at the end of this, there is a what's the guy's name from Virgin? Richard Branson is taking a galactic spaceship up to the skies. Yes.
Yeah.
And I guess Lady Gaga will be on this, and she will apparently sing with no gravity.
Yeah, and the festival is called, I think, Zero G Colony. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at
So,
that.
and you know what?
Thank you, Alan.
Yeah, Alan's amazing.
Yeah, he just finds us the best
Yeah, we
pictures.
should give him a clap,
Yay.
right? But what's intriguing about this is 2 or 3 weeks ago, I saw Machete Kills. This is a copy from that film.
Really?
Because at the end of the film, there is a galactic spaceship that goes up. And Lady Gaga's in that film, by the way.
So, I'm being all technical here, but like I'm just wondering how the acoustics are going to be on this stage.
Well, it is space, so there aren't any acoustics.
That's kind of, I don't know, that's going to be cool. Anyways, it's a 3-day high-tech music festival at Spaceport America in New Mexico. So that's pretty cutting edge. But I don't put anything past Lady Gaga. Like she comes out with the craziest stuff.
Yeah, I hear Jesse Pinkman's going to be there. It is New Mexico.
What does that have to do?
Well, she's doing crazy stuff. Maybe she's high on the crystal meth, or I don't know.
Oh God,
It's Lady Gaga.
No assumptions.
Lady Gaga.
No assumptions.
Yeah. Let's switch gears here to the People's Choice Awards. We're going to talk about that a little later today, right?
Well, we are going to come back and talk about the People's Choice Awards. But it's, before we take our break today, People's Choice Award, there's a lady who's got 5 nominations, which is pretty cool. So can you guess who that is? And there's one show that topped everything and is walking with 8 nominations at the People's Choice Awards. So think about that, and when we come back, we're going to talk about that. We still have a couple more minutes left. So
wait, we got to talk our guest. We haven't talked about our guest yet.
Yes. Oh my God, how could I forget? Coming up, we also have Rizwan Manji. A lot of you probably know him from the show, NBC show Outsourced. He was also on the NBC. Was it NBC? Lucky?
No, it was ABC.
ABC's Lucky. He's been in a lot of films. Lucky 7. He's done a lot of television, and just a fun-loving guy.
You know when he got his start?
Was it with American Daisy?
Yes.
Ha!
With Cal Penn.
That's right.
It's interesting to see how they both got their start on an independent Indian American themed film.
And where they are now.
And this is what, 1996, 97 when they got their start, right?
But I'm so excited to talk to him because he's just a lot of fun. He's a new father. He's got lots to share with us. All that and much more when we come back after this break.
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home. At AJR & Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AJR & Associates, making your dream house a reality. Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976. Or you can log on to www.hrrealtors.com.
With a track record of great results, bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos Español.
Are you watching the game at home? Why? Come watch it at Mambo Grill, the hottest spot in Downey. You'll have good food, drinks, and a great time at a low price. We have the coldest beer in our sports bar, where you can enjoy the game on any of our huge flat screen TVs. And when your home team wins, you get 25% off anything in Mambo Grill. We're on Downey Avenue, 1 block north of Firestone, or visit us on the web. Mambo Grill, love at first bite.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra modern, ultra clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
Been in an accident? Then you need your vehicle professionally repaired. That's exactly what you get when you bring your vehicle to Greg's Auto Body Repair. Free quotes within minutes. We will provide everything you need for a hassle-free auto body repair, from an accurate estimate to working with your insurance company. We will get your vehicle to its pre-accident condition as soon as possible. Greg's Auto Body has been serving Los Angeles County and local cities since 1970. Call us at 562-789-1300. Welcome back. You are tuned into the Rant Radio Network. This is TinselTown Talkies. It's your boy Pimo and
Rasha.
hello. We're having fun on this Thursday. I hope you're having fun too.
It's Thursday, man.
It's
Friday's
almost
here.
Friday. It's almost Friday. This is our first show post daylight savings time.
That's right.
And it is so dark outside right now.
I know. Makes me sad.
I was in San Diego on Monday, and this was after dinner. I'm driving around town, and it's like, I should go back home because it's 10 o'clock. I look at my clock, and it's like 7 o'clock. I'm like, wow, this feels late.
I know. It just gets dark so early.
So we talked about haircuts.
We talked about haircuts, but before the break, we were talking about People's Choice Awards,
yes.
which are happening in January.
Yes.
Right?
So are you up for an award?
You know what? I missed the nominations. I mean, they had sent me a letter, and they said that they would really like to nominate me, but maybe next year.
Oh, what was the nomination?
Best host.
Okay. And you clearly won that award. I mean, I'd vote 500 times at least.
Really?
You know?
You're so kind.
Hey,
You're
it
so
is the
kind.
People's Choice Awards.
So they're on January 8th, 2014.
Yes.
So can you guess what actress received 5 nominations?
I mean, other than you.
I'm not. I have like 0 nominations.
Let me think about this. Was she in a film called Speed?
Maybe.
And did she win an Oscar already?
Maybe.
Well, I think it's obvious that I'm referring to Sandra Bullock. Am
That's
I
right.
Yes, Sandra Bullock.
5 nominations, and you know what's crazy? She has 2 nominations for favorite duo. One with George Clooney for Gravity, and one with Melissa McCarthy for The Heat.
So can I ask you about Melissa McCarthy? I know we're switching from Sandra, but
What?
I'm just gonna throw this out there. What are your thoughts on Melissa? How cool is she?
I love her.
Isn't she awesome?
I think she's hilarious. She's so real.
And I think that's what
I love
sells
her energy. And
Yeah.
Even like when you see her on camera, it's like, even despite the different characters she plays, she's so real. She's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, yeah.
I love her.
She's awesome.
She could be your friend.
You know, she's the kind of person like, hey, you know what? Let's go hang out.
Yeah.
Let's go watch a movie in
I
our
like
in our
her.
scrubs. You know, I don't know. Yeah.
Lots of love to you, Melissa.
Yes. Good job to everything you stand for, Melissa. Back to Sandra.
And she's got a couple nominations too. So yeah, Sandra's got 5, which I think is super cool. But there's a television show that has a huge fan following. They received 8 nominations.
I could never be in that show because I can't sing with crap.
Me neither.
I wish I.
It's Glee. Glee. So all the Glee fans got some fun stuff coming your way. And,
8 nominations.
8. Can you believe that?
I can because it's the hottest show on television right now.
Yep.
I mean, I wish Breaking Bad were up there.
Oh
but,
my gosh.
you
Can
know.
we please move forward?
See, if you're
Breaking Bad is done,
Okay,
over,
yes, I know.
finished.
Move on.
Let's
Life
move
goes
on. But you just mentioned the word hot. There's 2 hot broke girls that are actually going to be the hosts of the People's Choice Awards.
Yes, Beth Bears and Kat Dennings.
Yep. What do you think about that? Do you think they'll match up to Tina Fey and to Amy?
I think,
Fuller?
they have the chemistry. If you watch the show Two About Girls, their chemistry on that show is awesome. I kind of chuckle with Beth Bears because every time I watch that show, it always seems like she's smiling, even when she's making a bad joke. Like she just like it looks funny to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
But I think they could work. I feel like the People's Choice Awards is more casual, a little kickback.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a great award, but it's more chilled than being at the primetime Emmys,
Right.
right?
Yeah, it is. It's it's a people's choice.
So the
It's meant to
atmosphere's
be
more
casual.
relaxed.
Yeah,
it's more
exactly,
fun. I think
exactly.
you're not so uptight hosting the show, but you've got to have some chops to be up there.
Well, let's see how they pull it off. I mean, Beth has had a really cool career. I'm actually a big fan of hers. I remember watching her for the first time the first time I saw her was in the 40-Year-Old Virgin. She played the daughter
right.
in that movie. She's had a great career ever since. I think these two will knock it out of the park. I do think they will be the new Tina and Amy.
All right.
I could see them doing it. So we'll see how it goes. This could be, who knows, next, I mean, Tina and Amy are doing their hosting for a
Their
couple of
shtick,
years.
yep.
So we'll see how they kind of develop their budding rivalry.
Yep.
So who, if you had a vote in some of this stuff, who would you vote? Like, what are some of your choices? I mean, without looking at the list of nominations, just things you're fans of. What would you want to see in the nominations?
As far as People Choice?
Yeah, like if you had the choice to nominate things, what would you nominate?
Well, I mean, I just even looking. I know you said not to look at the list, but obviously, like I love. I'm kind of stuck on the movie actress because I love Jennifer Aniston's work and I love Sandra Bullock. So I don't know. Either one of them. Love Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
I think he's always done a great job. I loved Fast and Furious 6.
That was a fun one. Now, have you saw the entire series?
I've seen most of them.
Okay.
I skipped one of them.
Which one did you skip?
I skipped the 5th one.
Okay.
That I missed that one, but 6 was great.
Yeah.
6 was great.
Well, so we were talking about the triple trilogy of
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Fast and Furious is
7.
Well, they're doing 7, 8, 9 as well.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I mean, like 6 was great. I don't know if I'm gonna make it till 9. Like
well,
what can they do?
Isn't this kind of the new Hollywood now? Let's just
The
build.
sequels.
Yeah, let's build tent poles of particular.
Well, Bollywood's doing
franchises.
sequels too. We'll get
We'll
to
get
that
to
later.
Bollywood later.
but-
Yes, and they're copying the whole sequel model as well. But no, Fast and Furious. I mean, in Iron Man, the Avengers, Man of Steel. I mean,
There were some great films actually.
There were. This has actually been a fun year for cinema.
I think so.
I've enjoyed many films. I've vomited after a few movies as well. But
Who are one or two of your favorites?
so I got to think back to this year. I actually did enjoy Machete Kills. I brought that up a few times the past couple of weeks, but I did enjoy that
I
film.
don't know if they've received a nomination.
It may have. I mean, it's one of those so bad it's good films. You know?
It didn't.
Huh?
It didn't.
I did not. Okay. And I just want to say,
So now you're making up your own People's Choice nomination.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, on this list,
Off the list, buddy.
I know on this list, I would vote for. I'd vote for Fast and Furious 6, at least for movie.
Ah.
Yeah,
So I guess we kind of have similar taste.
yeah, I guess.
So
And
we
then
should have good taste.
for favorite movie actress, you're split between Aniston and Bullock. On this particular list, I'd go for Scarlett Johansson.
I had a feeling you'd say that.
Yeah, come on, what guy wouldn't? What guy wouldn't?
All right. Well, we'll have to see who wins.
Yes. Well, we got
We've
2
got
months
till
to figure out. 2
January.
months to find out who wins. And,
Yep. Because I think the voting happens in December, right?
but next year, January 2015, you better be on that list,
Oh, I will.
and I'll campaign for you.
Thank you. You be my publicist.
Well, I'm not a publicist, but I'll still campaign for you.
Well, you know what? We didn't bring this up earlier, but it's kind of on a serious note. But November is the month for lung cancer awareness.
Yes. Mhm.
And I think we're at a time where pretty much a lot of people have some type of cancer in their family.
Mm-hmm.
Lung cancer, especially, is in my family. So this is a very heavy hit month for us.
Right.
I'm just getting out there and attending some vigils and things like that.
Yeah,
So, support the cause. And I think it's really important for people to know that lung cancer, you don't have to, a lot of people blame it on smoking, and you don't have to be a smoker to get lung cancer.
Well,
It can
my
happen
father
to
passed
anyone.
away of lung cancer, and he didn't smoke. So
Yeah.
there you go.
So lung cancer has affected both of our families,
Mm-hmm.
so we know how, what it means and what people go through, and I think it's very important that people understand that,
I agree.
right?
I agree.
And pearls are the official jewels for Lung Cancer Awareness Month.
Where are
so
your
support.
pearls?
I didn't wear them today. I will have them on next
Oh,
week.
should I replace this with pearls?
I don't know if
No.
pearls will suit you, my
Nah.
dear. I have to think about that.
No. Yeah, don't think about it. The answer is no.
All right. Yes.
What do you got planned for Thanksgiving? I know it's coming up soon.
Thanksgiving. I don't know. I'm trying to go to Hawaii.
Oh,
Pretty
lucky you.
ambitious, huh?
Like, no, it's not ambitious. Lucky you.
I don't know. I'm probably going to, I'm vegetarian, so I don't do the tofurkey thing either because that's just nasty.
So you can't do a luau.
No, I can't. Yeah, so maybe Hawaii's not a good idea. I might probably be with family and friends. I don't really know yet.
Okay.
I'm a last minute planner.
All right. Well,
What about you?
I'm more last minute than you are. If you're last minute, I'm last second. So.
All right.
But
Who knows? You might just end up at my house eating tofurkey.
Well, speaking of celebrations, we're celebrating Diwali right now.
That's right. The Festival of Lights,
Yes.
which
So happy Diwali to you.
symbolizes Happy Diwali to you too, which symbolizes the winning of good over evil. And it was great. I think even President Obama sent a message to a lot of the South Asian community.
Even more than that.
I talked to Mayor Eric Garcetti about it.
Oh,
which
really?
was
What did he
great.
say?
Oh, it's wonderful. He's actually been to India during Diwali, and he thinks it's a beautiful, beautiful festival. And he thinks that he was wishing all the South Asian community a very happy Diwali. And I thought it was really neat because he made a comment about it not being just only for the South Asians, but it really it encompasses everybody around the globe and around the world. It's not just an Indian festivity, and I thought that was kind of neat.
And I want to tie that into something we're going to discuss in our last segment about a character that was created.
Oh, okay. You're just like all about tying in stuff today.
Yeah, well,
You're just like
You
flowing.
got to tie everything in, right?
Oh my God, the time is just going by so fast today. All right. Coming up, we still have got Rizwan Manji, one of our favorite actors and friends. Very nice guy. We've got Bollywood stuff coming out, a huge film that's making headlines in India. We'll talk about what that film is and why it's become so big and who the big superstar is and what people are talking about. And then Marvel Comics is introducing a new character. And I think this is really going to blow people out of the water because
it's a
I
character
would have
first.
it's
lot
a
of firsts.
first of anything. And I don't think I would have ever even imagined this.
No one would have called it the way it happened. We'll talk more about what it is. We're teasing it now, but we'll talk more about it. Him or her. I'm not going to reveal what it is yet.
Yes, that's right. That's right. And before we go, we can maybe play a short clip of Priyanka Chopra. She's been in the headlines again. It seems like there's always something happening with her. So take a look at this quick 20, 30 second. Oh, I don't think we have a clip of her.
We don't.
We don't have a clip of her. We have pictures of her. So
There's a picture coming up now.
we can put a picture up of her, and maybe you guys can guess. Since I have a couple of seconds, guess. Well, apparently Priyanka Chopra is now the new guest model, and what's so interesting about this is she is the first brown woman to be a guest model. Apparently, is it Marciano, right?
Yeah.
Paul Marciano. He thinks that she looks like Sophia. She reminds him of Sophia Loren. So
Oh, wow.
we're going to talk about that when we get back. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. So call us at 1-855-969-7268. We'll be right back. You're listening to Tinseltown Talkies.
That's Rasha.
And that's Pimo.
Do we have your attention? When it comes to tequila, two things matter: heart and passion. Never compromising integrity for mass production. Number one Tequila delivers the goods. Taste the heart and passion of Mexico in every bottle. We make it right. We make it fun. Superior Tequila. There's only number one. There's only number one. There's only number one.
What's wrong?
I can't stop craving a cigarette. I just quit. Hey, what are you smoking on?
Oh, this? Best e-juice on the planet. Burst of flavor, of course.
What's that?
Only the best alternative to smoking with a great flavor. It has a burst of flavor in every puff.
Well, does it have nicotine?
It comes in different levels, including 0. They have 20 flavors and more coming. All the products are made in the U.S. Check them out at www.burstoflavor.com or call them at 855-WE-BURST.
Hey, let's burst together.
It's not just flavor, it's an experience. Cigarettes, you've met your match.
Add some crazy flavor to your vape pen. You're looking for something new and exciting in liquid vapor? Go to Crazy Cloud's e-juice. Find them at burstoflavor.com and try any of the new 12 flavors they have available. Blueberry, mint, raspberry, chocolate, gummy bear, hemp, watermelon, cola, orange, pina colada, coconut, or red bully. Call us today at 855-WE-BURST or visit us at burstoflavor.com and order yours today.
Number one. Number one.
Is that a stutter or as high as you can count?
I was ordering number one tequila.
Everybody's asking for number one.
Great, another fancy bottle.
These guys are true artists. Never compromise integrity. They make tequila
Come
in the
on.
fashion. Never mass produced.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying have the number one. Anything less is number two. Number one tequila.
Welcome back to TinselTown Talkies on Rant Radio Network. It is an exciting day. You know, I am really excited. I know this sounds kind of funny, but like Rizwan Banji, I've been watching him for so long, and I've seen him on set a couple of times, and I can't believe he's on with us.
Hey, he's a cool guy. He is on with us. You want to say
Yes,
hi to him?
hi, Riz.
Hi, how are you guys?
We're
up, Riz?
great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I have newborn babies, so I'm a little sleepy. So
Congratulations.
Yes, I know. This is your third, your fourth, or your fifth kid?
It's my third kid. Oh my!
Are you giving him a hint to get 2 more?
No. Well,
yeah, I wish.
congratulations. How is fatherhood?
Fatherhood for the third time is insane. I'm not sleeping very much at all.
Oh my gosh! And it's a baby. You have a little baby girl, right?
Little baby girl, yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
Well,
nice.
congratulations. That's very exciting. How are you managing to balance everything between your acting career and the baby?
You know what? It's a little rough. We booked a trip to New York. All 5 of us were going to be leaving next Tuesday, and of course, what happens when you book a ticket, you get a job. So, of course, now we're splitting up, and all the girls are going to New York, and the boys are going to stay here, and we're going to work it out.
Oh my gosh!
So you said you booked a job. Can you tell us what you booked?
It's a commercial. I can't really talk about it, but it's a commercial, and I'm excited about it. It's a great campaign, and you guys hopefully it'll be on the air soon, and then everybody will see it.
And then we can talk about it. Well, there's so many other things to talk about. Many of you, we've got Rizwan's picture up here. Of course, you probably recognize him from Outsourced. And but he's done a lot of great things. I'm looking at some of the stuff that that's really in post-production right now. That thing with the cat, The Wolf of Wall Street, Dr. Cabby. How are these projects, and what were you doing?
It was knock on wood, it was a really busy year. The last year and a half. So I got to do a lot of fun projects. I'm really excited about The Wolf of Wall Street. I have not seen it yet, but I hope to see it soon. I play the character of Khalil, who is one of the brokers in the firm with Leonardo DiCaprio and Jonah Hill. So it was a really fun, kind of crazy shoot. I was in New York for 6 weeks shooting that, and I'm excited to see the final product. With the Martin Scorsese movie, they shoot lots of stuff. So I'm hoping I'm still in it, which is the one thing.
Right. We never know what makes the final cutting board.
And I have been warned that you never know. You just never know with his movies what ends up happening in the final cut.
So speaking of But
Go ahead.
I was going to ask, being in a Scorsese film, can you give us perspective on what your favorite Scorsese film is and why you like that film?
My favorite Scorsese film is The Departed.
Okay.
So,
And why?
I remember seeing that and in a theater in New York with my friend Corva. She had like a screen, like I had seen it before it came out. She had like tickets to a screening, and I went in there, and I think the entire time I was on the edge of my seat, like I was holding on to the seat. I was like, oh my god. So I just remember being completely in that movie. I don't know why. I just was like, you know, and one of those things where when you watch a movie and you're jealous, you're like, I wish I was in that movie. That's when you know it's a really awesome movie.
So
I was like,
true.
oh my god. I know there was no part in it for me, but I was like, oh, I just really want to be in that movie.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, Rizwan, I've seen you in a lot of comedic roles, and it just seems to flow so naturally for you. But you've done a lot of television, you've done a lot of film. Can you share with us maybe what's been one of the most embarrassing things or something funny that's happened to you on set?
Okay. The most, yeah, okay. There's been a lot, but I'll tell you the one it was actually my first union job, my first Screen Actors Guild job. It was the job that got me my card. A really long, so I won't even say the year, but it was a really long time ago. It was on the set of a commercial for Nathan's Hot Dogs. I don't know if anybody remembers, or has had Nathan's Hot Dogs.
I remember Nathan's Hot Dogs, yeah.
It was a commercial where I was playing a cab driver. It was my first job. And the scene was I was supposed to drive up in the cab. I was supposed to, going at a very slow speed, pretend to hit this passenger, and then I was supposed to get out and yell at him, like, put the car in park, come out, and yell at him, like, what are you doing? Why are you crossing in this thing? And it was supposed to be like this guy who was basically having a crazy day in New York, running into people, and then having a Nathan's hot dog, and it all made everything better. That was the concept of the commercial. So my portion was just this portion of just hitting him with the cat. That's all I had to do, and then come out and yell at him. So we did it one time, and I'm like, this is a little weird. It's like they showed me the whole thing. So then we're like, okay, action. I drive in the car. I put the car in park, or so I think. I get out of the cab. I open the door. I start yelling at him, and the car starts going in reverse.
Oh, no.
And the door hits a fire hydrant.
Oh, my
and
gosh.
completely comes off of its thing. And it's a cab. They've paid a lot of money to rent this cab for the entire day. And it was, it's my first job. I completely screwed everything up. I'm in complete shock. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, what happened was they were really, really nice about it. Everybody was a little freaked out. They ended up having to, obviously they couldn't use this cab. They had to hail another cab and pay this guy a lot of money to have him use this cab. And we ended up shooting it. But it was kind of, your first job where you're so nervous already of just sort of doing it right. And then you get into a car accident, which is probably not a good thing to do.
That's a commercial movie in
But what
itself.
a great memory.
Yeah.
What a great memory.
It was a very embarrassing and also really frightening. So.
Let's go to the other side of the spectrum. What is your happiest or greatest memory as an actor?
Oh my God, there's been a lot of really awesome times. You know what? Just because I'm feeling nostalgic, there was a day on American Daisy. I don't know if you guys remember the scene in American Daisy where
we do. We actually were talking about that earlier in the show. You and Cal Penn.
Sorry, what were you saying?
You and Cal Penn were in there, right?
That's right. And this is the day. So me, Cal, and Aladdin, who played the TA. There was a scene where I go to my, the girl I like, far as the park, and then we run out. We run out of that dorm. We run out of her dorm, but in the process, we end up in the school girls' dorm where there's a lot of. Can you hear me? I'm sorry, there's a beeping going on.
No, we can hear you.
Okay. We run out. There's the girls' shower, and I'm wearing a burqa, and and Aladdin's drunk, and Cal is sort of trying to organize everything. And there was that night of we were there at a university campus at 4:00 in the morning, and we all of us were there. The guys were getting, we got along really well, and I just, it was very early on in my career as well, and I was like, you know what, this is my career. This is what I do, and I just remember it so fondly that, I'm actually doing what I love to do, and I'm having just an amazing time. The director's great, the actors that I'm working on are great, and it's literally 4 o'clock in the morning at a university campus, and I'm doing the thing that I love to do. I just remember that very fondly, and that scene was just awesome, and
Nice.
that's what I remember as one of the best moments.
And I mean, okay, so that raises a question in my mind that if you weren't acting, Rizwan, what else would we see you doing?
I have thought about that a lot. Doing a lot of the dry spells that I've had, I thought about what else I could be doing. And now that I have to feed 3 children, I might be thinking about that again if I can't get out. You know what? I actually applied. I took the LSAT and I applied to law school. And this was, this was way after I graduated. But I just, at one point I was like, I want to do something else. And then, of course, as soon as I got into the process of it, I ended up getting some work, and I decided, you know what, I can't leave this. I really do love acting, but maybe I think I might enjoy being a lawyer. I think.
Don't do it, Riz.
But see,
Don't
it's
do it,
God's
Riz.
calling to you because you booked after you applied. So, I mean,
Yeah.
there you go. I've been thinking about something. You're quite a successful actor, and being Pakistani American, do you still think that with the South Asian community, this is more of on a serious note here, but I feel that the field of entertainment has grown, but still people are very conservative as far as letting their kids or really encouraging their family members to pursue a career in this industry. What are your thoughts on that?
I do feel that that the parents that have spoken to me, because I'm in the field, and I've gotten a lot of sort of like Facebook messages and emails from people, who are like, hey, my son or my daughter, they're really interested in this. If you have any advice, it's coming from the parents, and I feel like there is a lot more support going on. Do you know what I mean? Like I do feel like it is the parents of this generation are sort of are more receptive to it, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I do feel that. I'm a parent myself, and my manager knows that my daughter's 4 years old, and she called me, and she's like, look, there's this movie that George Clooney's in, and they're looking for a young Indian girl. Would you be interested in having your daughter audition? And I immediately, it's so funny because I'm in the business, you know what I mean? And my wife knows about, but I immediately had the same reactions that, like, oh my God, is this something that we want her to do? So I understand, and being in it as well, I know the instability of it, and it's something that a parent wants. The parent doesn't want their child to go through rejection. They want them to have stability. They want them to be able to make money. So I get the concern over it, but I do feel like that when you realize that this is their passion and this is something that they want to do, that parents are sort of opening up and allowing it a lot more.
Okay. Let's switch back to a lighter note now. And speaking of security and all that stuff, what is the trajectory for you here on out? I mean, you got a couple movies coming out, but for you, where do you see your career, and how do you see it playing out the next few?
And I'm going to interrupt, Rizwan, I'm going to interrupt Parimal real quick because we have to take a quick short commercial break. But as soon as we come back, we'd love to have you answer that question for us.
Sure, awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmark, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
ProTech Carpet Tile and Care provides professional cleaning services for carpet, tile, grout, upholstery, and fine area rugs.
ProTech technicians are professionally trained and certified cleaning and restoration experts.
We specialize in restoring damage caused by heavy soil and odor.
We can remove challenging spots such as coffee, tea, ink, gum, wine, and many more.
We have saved our customers thousands of dollars on new flooring and furniture expenses with our advanced cleaning processes.
Call for a free estimate at 562-447-4300 and visit us on our website, www.myprotectsite.com.
Hey, this is Joe Perez, owner at ProTech. Just reminding you that ProTech Carpet and Tile Care is your professional choice.
Hey, bro, this is a good game. You know what would make it better?
What, bro?
A michelada.
A michelada? What's a michelada?
A michelada is somewhere in the middle of a Mexican Bloody Mary and a Mexican margarita.
Oh, I got you covered, bro.
You got a cup in your pocket?
No, sir. I got my pocket-sized michelada. Mucho macho michelada.
Pocket size?
Pocket size, so you can take it with you anywhere you go.
Where'd you get that at?
At the nearest convenience store, and you can also buy it at muchomachomichelada.com.
You know what will make it better? After we get drunk, if they had a line we can call.
We can call their drunk line. You can leave a message and then log on to the site and listen to your stupidity afterwards.
What's that number?
It's 855-MICHE-69.
What's that number again?
855-MICHE-69.
Awesome. Mucho macho michelada.
The Share Foundation is the health division of the Coy Chiropractic Institute, a 501c3 509A2 public nonprofit organization dedicated to the growth and development of the natural health care services, in particular through the chiropractic profession, offering health services at the Share clinics in the greater Los Angeles area. Your donations can help in expanding these facilities across the nation, research programs, and public education, thus offering a solution to the many of the health challenges we face. Your donations are tax-deductible and can be sent through our website at www.sharefoundation.com. That's www.cherfoundation.com by clicking on the donation button. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Rant Radio Network. We're on TinselTown Talkies with Rasha and Kimo. We still have our guest online, Mr. Rizwan Manji, still talking to us, and we're going to cut right to the chase, bring him back on. Welcome back, Mr. Riz.
Hello.
So we were talking about your future plans and kind of how you see your trajectory going. So let's chat about that for a minute.
There's a lot of actors, their thing is they want to be, in movies, starring in movies and a lot of theater and stuff like that, which I appreciate. I'm so thankful for all the movies that I've done and, the theater stuff that I have been able to do. But my dream has always been to be on a sitcom. And, I really wish that Outsource would have lasted a little longer than it had. But
it was a great series.
Sorry?
It was a great series. Loved your work on there.
You know what? It was so much fun, and I wish it would have. But I really feel like that's where my passion lies, is in a sitcom. You know what I mean? Like that's what I even there was an article written about me. I grew up watching Three's Company, and that's just where I feel, and I hope to be in. So that's what I'm pursuing is getting on that television show that lasts.
Well, keep at it, my friend. You're definitely very good at what you do. So hopefully there will be a sitcom that has your name written all over it.
I think I see that coming pretty soon. Especially there's so many more opportunities, right, for South Asian actors now, and so it's time.
There's a lot more. So yes, I'm very hopeful.
So, well, thank you so much for joining us today, Rizwan. It's been such a pleasure speaking with you, and I know it must be challenging balancing fatherhood and acting and everything else that you've got going on in life, but we certainly do appreciate your time.
Yep, and congratulations on the newborn.
And we'll look out for your upcoming projects. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Talk to you soon, Riz. All right.
Bye-bye.
Awesome guest as always.
Always a pleasure speaking with him. Well, I don't know why I'm saying that. That was my first time talking to him.
Well, this is, I think, my third or fourth.
But I feel like
interview
I
with
know
him
him because, I always see him on
yeah.
television.
Well, and I got to give him credit for also being a visible face also within the community as well.
Absolutely. He's great. I think he always comes out to a lot of the community events and is a supporter or
and so that he's not just the guy on TV for the camera. He's also a guy supporting his fellow artists and other causes.
That's
so
important.
he's doing good stuff. So I think he'll go far.
I think so too.
Something else is going far on the other side of the world.
Yes, and which I want to hear from callers. So if you are listening, please do call us at 1-855-969-7268. If you haven't heard of this film, Krish 3. So according to reports, as of yesterday, it had Krish 3 starring Hrithik Roshan, directed by his father. There's a picture of him that we have up here, directed by his father, Rakesh Roshan, has had the highest single-day opening an Indian film has had in the history of Indian movies. It's been doing well. It's playing in the United States as well as in India. It's a third film of a trilogy. The first film was Koi Mil Gaya. Then there was Krish. Then Krish 3, which is kind of interesting because there was no Krish 2. But okay. But it's about the scientist and his superhero son. Of course, they're battling evil and they're up against the conspiracy of an evil genius who has a female sidekick. There's a lot of different things happening there. But Hrithik Roshan, whose picture we just put up for you, he's a huge Bollywood star. I've actually personally met him. He's one of the nicest people I've ever met and just a perfectionist at his work. So, but this is unbelievable. Like,
it's
just breaking box office records.
I guess it's the Dark Knight of Bollywood.
Yeah, I guess so. And what's funny is for all the Bollywood buffs out there was a film called Chennai Express with, of course, King Khan, Shah Rukh Khan. And this has apparently surpassed Chennai Express.
Which is saying a lot because it's a non-Shah Rukh Khan film that has been setting these records.
Right.
Because, for those of you who don't know, in Bollywood, any film that stars Shah Rukh Khan, irrespective of how good or bad it is,
it's a box office.
It's a box office. It's almost how Will Smith was here in the States.
Right.
If Will Smith was in a film, there was a time where Will Smith was in a film.
It's going to set the records. Yep.
Right?
Cha-ching.
Yeah,
that's right.
and that's what Shah Rukh Khan was. So to see a film that doesn't star him to be the new box office king in Bollywood is very interesting. It's also interesting that this is a comic. It's basically the Indian answer to comics.
Yeah, well, you got a superhero in it, basically. And what I think is interesting is that this film just released hardly 6 days ago, November 1st. I'd love for our audience to actually see. We have a small clip from the film, like a little teaser. So, Alan, if we could please put that up. I'd love for people to see it. But you're right. It's a comic superhero.
Yeah, here we go. Here's some Indian music.
This is the opening song, or title song of the film. Okay, so okay, I'm a huge fan of Hrithik Roshan's. Love his work. I'm not sure I'm feeling that mask.
Well, you know what I saw? What? I saw some Matrix in there.
I knew you'd pick up on that. If you have seen Krish or you want to share any thoughts on what you just saw or just anything about the film, please feel free to call us at 1-855-969-7268. That's 1-855-969-RANT. But I think he worked out a lot for this film, I heard.
He did.
I mean, he's got a six-pack body built for it too, I think, is what I was reading.
Yeah.
So you saw Matrix in there. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, those are some.
Well,
those are some hot pictures.
No, that's an 8-pack.
I don't know what that is, but he looks good. And I'm hoping that's not airbrushed.
You never know. You never know.
This is creepy. It's got Hrithik Roshan, Priyanka Chopra, who's Another name that's really hitting Hollywood pretty hard,
we'll have to talk
Kangana
about it
Ranaut
next-
and Vivek Oberoi, who plays a villain.
Yeah.
I'm interested in seeing, how it's going to do, because they've created a video game, they've got merchandise for it, so I don't know.
It's interesting to hear that there's merchandise for Bollywood films. I mean, it's merchandise in film isn't a foreign concept, but it's something that always seemed to be very Hollywood. And now to hear that there's,
Well, I think because we have stronger character development.
Yes.
Like, you have a relationship to Batman, and we have a relationship, to Hulk and all these different Dora and all these different things.
Yeah.
So, but I think it does seem kind of foreign, because in Bollywood films we don't normally see a lot of huge character developments or
Right.
just superheroes that we're connected to,
Yeah.
that we've grown up with. I think Krish is one of the few that we've seen over the years.
Yeah, and it started with Raw One.
Shah Rukh Khan's Raw One. But I'm not really sure how the merchandising did.
It
With
didn't do that well.
I don't
It
think
did not
the
do that
film
well.
wasn't.
The film did
too hot
okay.
either.
The film did okay in the box office.
But there wasn't enough to really build an
Right.
attachment to this character that you're going to go out and say, "Oh, I want to buy this doll," or "I want
Yeah.
to get this." It's like Barbie.
Yeah.
We're attached. Girls are attached to Barbie,
Is
so
there
we go buy Barbie.
is there something in Bollywood that has that level of anything? It could be. I mean, just your 2 cents. I don't know if you could think of anything off the top of your head.
Lightning creams.
Lightning
Skin
creams?
lightning creams.
Okay. All right.
But I haven't seen a character.
Yeah.
A character that you're so connected to. I mean, there's you've got animation.
Yeah.
It's growing, but I don't think I've ever seen like a superhero
No,
character.
no, I
Not
haven't
yet.
either. Yeah.
I think they're venturing that with
If we're
Krish.
talking about superheroes, and there's another superhero we should talk about.
Yes, we have. Okay, we've got limited time, but so this is really exciting. Marvel Comics is creating their first female Muslim character, and I've got a picture. Look at that. Look at
Nice.
that.
Very nice.
You know what's interesting is this character is going to be played by a 16-year-old.
Mm-hmm. And what's her name?
Kamala. I'm trying to find my paperwork
Well,
here.
how about what's her character name? Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel.
Yes.
Kamala Khan, who's a 16-year-old daughter of Pakistani immigrants here in the United States, she is going to be playing Miss Marvel in the Marvel Comics remake of its. Now, this is a remake though of a character from 1977.
Right.
So that's what's kind of pretty cool. Now, Miss Marvel is going to be among the first protagonists to be both female and Muslim, and the comics are going to tell a story of an impending adulthood and coming to grips with amazing powers, as well as, this is what I think is interesting, as well as exploring the Muslim American diaspora from an authentic perspective.
Now, the writer, whose name is G. Willow Wilson, he's an acclaimed novelist. Reading the article on this whole thing, there was a very interesting point he raised, right? It's more of a promise he made. And this is a tough balance that anybody crosses whenever you do a character such as this. His promise was that the character would be neither a poster child for Islam, nor would she looked at as a token minority. And I think that's kind of important.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to come off as preachy.
Right.
And you don't want to come off as painting a character a certain way that stereotypes a whole.
Well, I was just going to say, especially
yeah.
when you have a character from a certain community, you want to make sure that it's depicted properly and there
Right.
aren't stereotypical characters.
Exactly.
But you know what's interesting is that this Miss Marvel is going to be able to grow and shrink her limbs and body. So
Wow.
she can just like shapeshift into any other
Nice.
form. That's going to kind of be fun. I think this is great. This is so cutting edge. Like, you think about Marvel Comics and what they're doing. You've got Priyanka Chopra's, the new guest model.
The new guest model, yeah.
You've got our very own Miss America, who's an Indian American. Like, I think it's really great that we are seeing a lot of South Asians that are moving
Yeah.
into different roles, or even, I guess I should say, America or the Hollywood community even opening up.
Yeah, and to see something like Marvel open up to this. I mean, Marvel's a huge
This
brand.
is huge.
I mean, I would love to see this at Comic-Con next year.
Oh,
I mean, can you imagine having this character? I mean, just having a character representing what this is going to represent at
Yes.
Comic-Con, the biggest event for comic
It's
geeks everywhere. Yeah, it's going to be. So that I would love to see that. In fact, I'll take a trip to San Diego next year to see that happen.
Oh, yeah, because
so.
San Diego is just so far.
Oh yeah, it's a quick drive. Yeah,
You got to fly over there.
exactly.
No, I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
You know, there's always so much for us to talk about, Pimo.
And never
we
enough
There's
time.
never enough
No
time.
time.
So I want to just real quick end by letting our guests know, please follow us on Twitter at TinselTown Talk. Check us out on Facebook, Tinseltown Talkies.
And like us.
And again, we are only on Rant Radio Network. There's a lot of great shows. There's a food show coming up right after us. So stay tuned and keep connecting with Tinseltown Talkies.
And tune into us next week. Thanks so much for joining us today. We're so happy you were here.
I know there's something out there that's bothering you. You want to let people know about it. Just give us a call.
If what's bothering you is Mikey's accent, give us a call too.
That's right. I'll teach you how to speak Puerto Rican.
Do you know how to speak Puerto Rican?
Yo creo que sí.
Yo creo que no.
Again, 855-693-4897, Rant Radio Network.
Shout out West on the beat.